housing market. That's what we wanted to talk, and also we want to give you that idea that is it the time for buying or is it time for the selling? That's what we want to cover in this video.
With our market update, but first let's hit it. Hi, this is Alan Victoria. Welcome to our channel.
And if this is your first time in our channel and you wanted to know everything about Greenville, North Carolina, please subscribe in our channel and also get notified when we put the new videos. And we are here to give you the right information.
And call me. That's what I'm going to talk about. Now, if you are in the... Honestly, we get calls, texts, and emails all the time from people in Greenville, Winterville, Ayden, Farmville, and the surrounding areas, Snow Hill, just everywhere, Pecolas, just everywhere. So if you're looking to look in this area and you're looking to buy a home, we hope you use this information is useful, and you can call us because we love helping people. We get calls, texts, and emails from everybody all over the place all the time. So we love helping. So anyway, let's hit it now, huh?
Yes. Basically, first we wanted to talk about two places in North Carolina, Greenville and Winterville.
Right, so for our February update, we're going to actually talk about 4 altogether, but 2 at a time. That's what we were like we do last month as well. But this time we're going to break it down for you in a little bit different way, and we hope this way is more useful for you. It took more work, but I think it will help you this way. So anyway, how are we going to do it?
Yeah, basically we wanted to give you what the market offers and if it's the time for you to buy or to sell your property.
Absolutely.
And let's hit the list for the Greenville. Okay. First, we wanted to tell you that how many houses went for the sale in the Greenville, which was 237. That, don't forget, this comes from the inventory of the previous months.
Right.
But it was 6.4% lower than previous months.
Okay, so homes for sale in Winterville was 150, which is down 1.7%. What about new to market?
Well, that's what the things comes to. New to market, that is our inventory, is very low, 78 homes.
Homes, period, yeah.
But it still was a little bit higher, 15.9% respect to the previous months.
Right. So now new to market in Winterville, there was 32, which is actually down from last month from 5.7%. What about the average home price?
Average home price in Greenville was $286,477, which appreciated 1.6% respect to the previous months.
So the average home price in Winterville is $297,426, which is up 0.7% from last time we spoke, last month.
Average sold price, this is also another amazing number, $247,102 for Greenville, which again went 1.6% higher than previous.
And the average sold price in Winterville is $269,096. So this is down 2.9%. But we're going to get into inventory and break that inventory down really in a few minutes. So stay tuned for all Greenville, Winterville, Ayden, Farmville, for all of that. But let's continue with our numbers.
Also, the price per square footage went to 1.33, which had 8.8% of the increase. This is previous months.
And the price per square foot in Winterville is 134, which is again up 0.8%.
Yes. And then the sold homes the last 30 days was 101 in Greenville. Which 1.9%.
5.9%.
5.9% went down.
Okay, so sold in the last 30 days in Winterville, there were 42 homes that completely sold, and that is down 226.2%. So, yes, and what about those price reductions?
The price reduction, we just had 8 homes that they reduced their price, and basically, we had 14.3% of the increase.
So there were 2 homes for price reductions in Winterville, which is a 0% change from last month. So apparently last month 2 homes went down, and then this month also 2 homes went down.
One of the crazy number is sold to listed ratio that shows also we have a low inventory, was 481% in Greenville, which we had increase of 92.6%. respect to the previous months.
Okay, so the sold to list ratio in Winterville is 600%. That means homes sell in Winterville. This is up again 95.6%. What about days on market?
Days on market in Greenville, we in January 2022, 6 days in the market, And respect to the previous months, in December 2021 was 5, we went 20% higher.
Completely the opposite in Winterville. So days on market in Winterville is now 4 days. Last month it was 5 days, which means we have actually gone down 20%. So what about that rate absorption?
Rate absorption, this is a fancy word, but what it means basically is a measure of the supply and inventory. And if you have a high basically number for absorption, means the price is up and is the good time to sell. And if it's low, means the price is low and is good time to buy.
Okay, so what was it in Greenville?
In Greenville was 0.54 in January 2022, and in January 2021 was 0.89. Therefore, we had negative 39.33%. We went down basically.
Okay, so the absorption rate in Winterville, and then you can tell me if these are good or bad, was 0.45% in January 2022, and then last year in January 2021 it was 0.77. This change is a negative 41.56. So what do these negatives mean?
Well, as we said, because we wanted to give you an idea that you need to buy or thinking of buying or selling, that means we went down. We decreased respect to the previous year, means you have the potential to buy.
Okay, so let's do Farmville versus Ayden now. So let's do it Farmville. How you can do Farmville, I'll do Ayden. So
Farmville home for sale was 9 unit, which we went to 42.6% higher than previous months.
Okay, homes for sale in Ayden. There's a lot of new construction in Ayden, so we are now looking at 55, which is up 1%.
And new to the market, just 3 new to the market, and still we had 75.5% more than the previous months.
Okay, so the new to market in Ayden was 15. They're pretty much all new build, 41.8%.
And average home price in Farmville was $222,328, which we had decrease of 1.3%.
Okay, so that average home price in Ayden, I told you it's a lot of new construction, so it's way high. It's $293,789. So it is up 3.6%. What about that sold price?
Average sold price $174,667, which was 4.5% decrease respect to the previous months.
Okay, so Ayden is a funny area. We have those new constructions and we have some older construction. So now this is where this comes in, because you can see it's a changing area. The average sold price is now $164,268, which is down 20.8%. But again, older homes versus newer homes that are being built. So I mean, that's what's going on there.
The price per square footage in Farmville was $120. We didn't have an increase or decrease. It was a 0% respect to the previous months.
The average price per square foot in Ayden is $137, which is up 2.2%.
Yes, and then sold to listed ratio was 300% in that basically in Farmville, and we didn't have any increase for that.
The sold in the last 30 days in Ayden was 13, which is down 30.8%.
Sold to lease ratio in Ayden, my wife said 13, is 185.7%, which we went down, as she said.
Yes. So sorry, I thought we were on the sold to list ratio, and then the sold to list in Farmville.
Well, we talked about it.
We did?
Yes,
3
and
homes?
the days on the market was 41 days in January 2022, and respect to January 2021, which was 34, we almost 21% increase.
Opposite in Ayden. So there were 5 homes in January 2022 and then 8 homes in January 2021, which is down a negative 37.5%.
I mean, my wife means the number of the days in the market.
Yeah, days
5 days, which we had decreased, therefore they sold faster than last year, January.
What about that absorption rate?
Absorption rate, were basically in Farmville we were 0.5, and in January 2021 we won 2.02, which we had more than 75% decrease. That means again is a sign that you can say, okay, I can buy.
Okay, and then the absorption rate in Ayden was 1.42 in January 22 and then 1.59 in January 2021, which is down a negative 10.6%. 69. So the absorption rate is down through all four. So let's now get into the fun facts that we're going to talk about right now, and I'm so excited about it because we're now talking about how my husband really did the math and broke it down between 150 under 150,000, 150 to 200,000, 200 to 250,000. 300 to 350.
Therefore, basically, we went to 100 to 350.
And we just wanted to give you a breakdown really quickly in these ratios to say this is how many homes are actually in the market as we speak, as of when we wrote this video.
Therefore, new leasing, that is what we wanted to talk about, the inventory.
Right.
No? Therefore, you wanted to know what is the inventory was. For 100 to 150 was 16. For 150 to 200 was 18. And 200 to 250 was just 11, and 10 and 9 for 250 to 300, and 300 to 350
was 9.
Therefore, you see that we had a decrease in inventory.
Right, so you can just absolutely see it this way in a better way. So new listings in Winterville, up to 150, 3. 150 to 200, 5. 200 to 250, 6. And then 250K to 300K, 15. So that's where most of the homes are. And then 350K over, there were 5. So this just gives you new listings. What about active listings?
That active listing, which is for up to 150 was just 8 units. Up to 200 was just 4. Up to 250 was just 11. Up to 300 was just 10. And 6 up to 350.
Okay, so just to give you the numbers in Winterville, there were 3 up to 150, 3 up to 200, 200 to 252, 250 to 308, and then over 350, 4. So the active listings are very, very low. Do you want to do sold listings just to give you the numbers?
Now look at how much sold, because we were talking about those crazy number, 400 and 600. Therefore, sold listing was 14 up to 150, up to 200 was 21, up to 250 was 16, up to 300 was 18, and up to 350 was 12, which you see that the ratio that increased because we had more sold than inventory.
Okay, so Winterville, again, sold listings up to 154, to 200, 7, 200 to 250, 13, which is apparently the most. 250 to 300, we're down to 5, and then the sold over 350 is 3. So what about pending? Because pending, well, just so you don't know, pending means that they are under contract. It just takes banks 30 to 45 days to close on a house. So if somebody's already put an offer, they already have a contract, you can't really change that unless something happens where they can't afford it. But they already have a contract. So which means you really don't have a shot at those houses unless something else happens to them. So these are kind of on the way to closing. So how many pendings?
Up to 150 was 11 units, up to 200 was 22, up to 250 was 17, up to 300 was 16, and up to 350 was 15 units.
So pending in Winterville, up to 157, up to 206, up to 250, 6, up to 300, 14, and then up to 350, 5. So again, those pendings means that they are already in the process of being sold. That's what pending means. Let's do Farmville and Ayden now, no?
Yes.
Awesome.
The numbers are not crazy in Farmville and
or
Ayden. Therefore, new listing for Ayden up to 150 was 1, to 200, 0, 250 just 1, 300 1, and up to 350 just 0.
So in Ayden is a little bit more. So we have up to 152. 0 to 200, 1 from 200 to 250, 4 250 to 300, and then over 300 to 350 is 7. What about active listings?
Active listing, that's what we have now.
Which is what's going on right now.
Right now is to 150 was just 1, to up to 200 was 0, up to 250 1, up to 300 1. Up to 350, just 1.
Right, these are crazy numbers, no? Ayden, up to 150, 1. Up to 200, 1. Up to 250, 0. Up to 300, 9. Up to 350, 7. Those are all the new builds again.
New build in Ayden.
In Ayden, what about sold?
Sold listing up to 150, 1. Up to 200, 1. Up to 250, 1. Up to 300, 0. up to 350 again 0.
Ayden has more. Sold listings up to 153, up to 207, up to 252, over 300s 0. So the numbers sold for sold. But let's talk about pending, because pending, again, we talked about it, means on the way to being sold. So how about in Farmville?
Therefore, up to 150, no pending. Up to 200, no pending. Up to 250, one pending. Up to 300, one pending. Up to 350, one pending.
In Ayden, the numbers are slightly different. Up to 150, 2. Up to 200, 3. Up to 100, 1. Up to 300, 3. And then up to 350 is 7. So there are more pending, which means they are on the process to being sold as we speak. So we hope these numbers were amazing for you. If you want to get in on these numbers, and we can talk about other ones if you want to, if you're really into
Therefore,
knowing.
this is a place that you wanted to talk about, what I should do. Do I need to buy?
Call us.
Call us and then tell us your opinion and what you wanted to do. That is why you're here. We got your back. And take all the stress out of your shoulder.
And really quickly, Realtors, what we do is we will help you get in the process so we can get you in these homes, so we can get you this offer. We have expertise in this area as we're showing you. So if you want to win, and which many people want to win in a situation because they want to be in a home because they need to be in a home, that is where we come in. So again, what my husband said.
Have a wonderful day and talk to you soon, and see you soon, guys.